There we go. Hey, welcome in everyone. My name is Jay. Welcome back to Guild Cage. I hope you're all doing good. Hope you had an excellent start to your weekend. I hope you had a great Saturday. And yeah, hope your day was good so far. Mine was pretty alright. I got back from a family trip. I was away abroad to the country of waffles and fries. So I was in Belgium, and I got back today, about the early evening, so that was pretty okay. It was nice to see my family. It was nice to hang out, even if it is pretty exhausting, for sure. I wanted to stream because I wanted to make up a little bit for my absence with the whole language course, with all of the language courses I've not been able to put in as much time as I really wanted to for the streaming, and it's also been difficult to organize things on the days that I am free, because it not only turns out that if you have things cutting into your free evenings, not only means I have less time for streaming, but it also means that everything else that I want to do in the evening has to fight for that same spot in everything that I still have left. So that's going to be that's why I'm here today. That's at least one of the reasons. I also apologize for the test stream I did the other evening. So when I was playing with Fab, I had my system crap out on me pretty badly, right? And it's never fun for you. It's not fun for me because it's very stressful, right, to see everything break and trying to find a solution. So I am glad to say that I might not really have found a root cause as to what was happening, but I've put in some measures that might mitigate it. So what was happening was it's OBS saying that the GPU no longer exists, and you can also see from the screen going black for a couple moments that it means the GPU has rebooted, or the GPU has died for a couple seconds, and then it comes back. It comes back on. So my assumption is it's an overheat. So I've set the fan controls on this thing to be a bit more. By a bit more, I mean a lot more aggressive, so it's going to be blowing a lot of hot air everywhere. But that's a small price to pay for a stream that doesn't crash all the time. I've also put up a little temperature monitor in the corner, and one of the things that I also found out was that the screen refresh rate was set at 144 Hz and not 60, which meant I was trying to render a lot of frames for no reason, especially since all that thing is showing right now is OBS, which doesn't exactly need a lot of frames. I want all my frames to go to the stream and not to displaying me what could potentially be on there. So I hope that fixes it. Unfortunately, my bandwidth monitor is still broken. It's still saying 3 kilobytes per second, which is a complete lie, of course, because that would mean about one image every 2 business days. And that's also the reason I went live on Thursday, to see if it was related to that. And it turned out it didn't, and then a bunch of you showed up anyway, which was very nice. But I felt a little bad because I had nothing prepared for that. So I rated it all out to Miu to fix that. I also have some other good news. You love your PowerPoint stream? Yeah, me too. I love PowerPoints showing things. The other piece of good news I have is the new model is ready. So I received it yesterday. I still have to try get some feedback on 1 or 2 finishing touches, but it's there. I got it to work on VTube Studio. It's ready to go for when it's ready to go. Full stop. It's real. It actually is real. I have it on my PC. I'm not gonna show it just yet, but it is very much real. It's done. I had a bit of a back and forth with the rigging team, or the rigging studio rather, over the last week or so. I made a couple feedbacks based on videos, and then they sent me over the actual files and said, here, have a look. If there's any final touches that you need doing, please let us know and we can take care of it. So I will take another good look at it again tomorrow. I didn't really feel like, aside from seeing if it works, or most of it works, that was more or less what I did today. And I can confirm that aside from very minor, I found one very minor thing. Maybe there will be a couple others. I need to have another look again. They fixed most of the things I mentioned already before they sent the files over, so I'm pretty sure that it's not a problem at all. But yeah, it will be real. It is real. The plan right now is to get it ready for my birthday, which is in June. So that gives me a little bit of time to prepare things, set up an event, make sure I can invite some people alongside, because we'll have to find out what we're gonna do for that day, right? We have to do a little bit of celebrating. And that's more or less it. The other funny thing as well is I have the model. It's a vBridger model, so I had to set up vBridger for this stream. So I hope that it works as well for this model, the one I'm using right now, because I forgot that I had paid Smibly a little bit more to add some vBridger parameters and then never used them. So if there's a little bit more smiling, if it's visible, I hope it's visible. It would be nice, right? With this model, so that should all of be in place. I think that's pretty much everything from my side. So before we continue, I did completely forget to talk about who is here. So welcome in. No, I hope you're doing well, and I hope everyone else who's watching from the shadows, because we know how reliable Twitch is. Twitch is telling me at who is in chat, and also it's not a very good habit to do that, because if people want to lurk, they have a good reason for doing so, and they should not start peeping who is actually there and who is not. So the game I'll be looking at today is... Hey, welcome in, Emily. How's it going? Thank you for the hydrate. Actually, my water almost ran out, so I will maybe pop over just before we start the game. So the game I'm looking at today is Shapez 2. So version 1 of 2 of Shapez 2 came out. A little confusing, but I assure you it all makes a lot of sense. The full release is out. It released 2 days ago. I was hesitating between this and Flock Around, which released today, which is a casual birdwatching game, which I tried the demo of and it was a lot of fun. But I felt it doesn't make sense. Don't gaslight us. Well, too bad. My middle name is J Gaslight Bird Games, and you should have known that by now if you keep showing up here. You should have had an ominous sense of the facts not exactly lining up as you think they should, right? No, so I thought that G-Bird, exactly. I'm the OG of birds. You got it exactly right. I hope you're doing good, Emily. But yes, I'll keep Flock Around for when I can get more people together. Actually, it would be a pretty good game for the model reveal stream. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll put it on the list. I think it's also a good choice because it's a bit more casual, right? So we don't have a game full of shouting for those of you who prefer a bit more calm environment. And instead we're going to be looking at Shapez instead. And it has factory in the title, so I more or less have to play it, right? So yeah, good enough reasons, plenty of reasons to go have a look at this. So what I will do is I'm going to be right back. I am going to grab I'm going to grab a splash of water because mine ran out, and then I will be there back for you in just a small... I'm trying to find something here, my bad. Yeah, I'll be back for you in just a minute, right? Hang tight. And there we go. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to version 1.0 of Shapez. So as you can see, I don't have anything unlocked just yet. Unfortunately, my saves were too old, so I had to bin them. And we're gonna have to start from the beginning again with a brand new game. So when we start with even more shapes, yes, there are even more shapes. Which is not even a joke, because this game, as opposed to the first game, adds a hexagonal mode, which I will not be playing because it's very difficult. But that doesn't mean that there are lots more shapes than just the square ones that you get, the regular stuff. I'll probably go with the certification first, just to make 100% sure that nothing has changed. Sorry, I was just making doing a quick check because I was also using the OST for this game. It seems too high. Yeah, I was thinking that it was very loud. I had a feeling that it was way too loud. How's this? Is this better? This might be a little soft, actually. I'm gonna keep it around here. How's this? Is this a lot better? But yeah, we'll start with certification just to make 100% sure that I didn't miss anything. Much better, thank you. That will be, so we'll see if I didn't miss anything that got changed. So we are working for Vortex Limited. This is a certification program. So you saw another 2-player co-op rage game about transporting an egg. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the name of it. I have seen it. Is it? It's not called an excellent game. It's some kind of egg pun in there, right? Some pun with egg and excellent. I have seen it. And yes, it is a rage game. I'm not exactly sure if that's the kind of thing I want to play. The effects might be a little loud, but we'll see you playing properly. So I do try to tune the sound before the stream, but some games can be a little finicky. I hope it works out. Extremely hard. Yes, there we go. That's the name of it. Very good. I don't know if I want to play this. I've seen a very similar game where you have to carry around a pane of glass. So it's also a 2-player rage game, a co-op rage game. I'm not really sure if I want to play these kind of things. Alright, so the silly little robot here is telling us, welcome to the operator certification program. You did register, right? Before Vortex Limited lets you anywhere near a real factory, we need to make sure you know what you're doing. Regulations. You understand. You have one job. Deliver the requested shapes as efficiently as possible. Efficiency is my middle name next to Gaslight. I think we can do that. Prove your skills and you'll earn your operator license, along with access to new technologies. We've provided you with an unlimited amount of buildings to get the job done. Try not to break too many. We still need them for the next participant. Good luck out there. And then I have to sign, I will not build any spaghetti factories. I can't really promise that. I do really like my spaghetti. So, especially... actually, spaghetti is okay, but I like fettuccine more. There's a couple doughy noodles of other varieties that I like over spaghetti. But spaghetti is pretty solid. But yes, I will promise not to do this. And then there is a liability, which is... reserves the right to spontaneously combust my license. Yeah, I like arson. Let's do it. Okay, this is pretty funny. I just saw this one. The make anything machine clause may require dedication beyond what is considered reasonable by most galactic labor standards. So, just like a lot of other factory games, you have ways to add sensors and make your factory smart. And a lot of designs that people like to make is indeed what is known as the make anything machine, which is try to make a design that can produce any shape in the game by itself. And so if you manage to do this, you essentially beat the game because your factory will play itself. But we are very far away from doing so. So, alright. A little robot here is telling us, we've set up an individual simulation for you. Can't have you mess up our real factories. Not yet, anyway. Alright. So, let's have a look here at our lovely grid and see where we go from there. I really like the soundtrack to this game, by the way. Oh, it's very spacey as well, look at that. This is your Vortex platform. It's not much, but you'll unlock more space as you progress. It's plenty for now, right? See that thing in the center? That's your Vortex. Deliver shapes to it to complete your certification. Is it even plenty? Hey, welcome in, Yura. How are you doing? So ever wonder whether shapes and the manufacturer mode has the... So that is a new game mode that they introduced with the full release. That I will not look at because they recommend you do the regular mode first. And even I'm not doing that because I'm doing... You got sick? Oh no, I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better soon, and I hope it's nothing too bad. Alright, so we've scattered a few shape asteroids around the platform. Due to region budget cuts, automatic extraction has been discontinued. You will need to extract them yourself. Well, very nice. I will do just that, I believe. One last tip. Make always sure to something and you'll be just fine. That's everything. Good luck. Okay, let's see. So, game, there we go. We're finally allowed to actually play the game. The game didn't really explain this to me, but I do remember from playing before. There's some basic camera controls, as you can expect from these games, right? You can zoom, tilt, pan. Okay, left click is moving as well. I wonder what this timer is. Oh, it's the autosave timer. Okay. Cool sciencey stuff. Exactly. All right, so we will put some mini miners, and then let's see. So we have conveyor belts transport shapes from A to B. Anchors lock the belt to a fixed point, making placement much easier, and we can practice. So I press 1, put the conveyor, press C. Okay, I see. So the anchors are so that qualified. I am so good at this. All right, let's see. So we do this, boom, boom, and apparently here is well, how does this work? We use... Okay, we launch the shapes. Okay, that's pretty funny. And then we will go to the vortex. I guess we're doing circles now. I remember that meme. Nice one. Yeah, everything else so far is looking... looks pretty standard. The usual controls up here. Nothing really unexpected for those of you who know this kind of genre. And there we go. So we already have our first... Ooh, that is pretty loud, actually. I might have to... what I think I will do is actually... I'm going to turn the volume down there and then turn the music volume up a little bit to try and balance it out, because that was very loud. You were right, Emily. All right. So now we have to make half circles instead of circles. So I'm going to put down half destroyers. And then they really wanted you to know when you complete something. Maybe we can add that sound to the redeem, right? I already have the Factorio research sound, so maybe I can add the goal complete from this game in there as well. Right. So we will add a split. Okay, so apparently you don't need... Ooh, let's see. The half destroyer destroys the western shape of the card. The half of a shape. Combine it with the rotator to choose which side gets destroyed. And then use half destroyer, rotator, and half destroyer to create quarters. Okay. So open the codex, it says. What do I need to do with the codex? Oh, okay. It has all the controls in here, but I think I'm right. I'm okay. But what the game wants me to do is I will put down some rotators, and then we will put some more half destroyers. Okay. And then the game tells us that you can split conveyors and you can also merge conveyors. All right. So when we do that, what happens is... okay, that wasn't very smart. I deleted part of it. So yeah, you see, we destroy half the circle, then we rotate them, and then we destroy the rest. And yeah, that looks pretty well. It looks pretty good to me. Seems to be... let's see, so it's 40 per minute. And if I look at conveyors, 120. Okay, so it's 3 machines for 1 conveyor. That seems pretty good. All right. It also looks like over here on the left is the quota that we need to fulfill. They didn't change that from before. You see, we need to deliver quarters and we need to deliver red squares. And so it turns out that we have red squares over here. So I will extract those. There we go, and then all we have to do is send that in there. I do really like these little rams that are shooting the shapes over through the void of space. But this one is a simulation at least, but maybe later on we will actually have to go into space and fling shapes everywhere. Into the vortex you go. And we have completed a milestone, which unlocks this thing, which is called a stacker. it lets you stack shapes on top of each other. You'll need belt lifts to use it. Let's see what you can do with it. We get 2 new jobs and a stacker. Okay, and it tells us how the stacker works. Okay. There's also a whole bunch of other things that I don't really want to read right now because I think I'll be fine. Okay, so, alright. You've unlocked a second machine level. This lets you place conveyors and machines on multiple levels, which the stacker requires. Practice placing belt lifts here until you get the hang of it. So let's see, go on the conveyor, press E. Okay, so that's how we make a conveyor. Got you. Right. So the stacker has 2 inputs. Deliver circles to the top input and squares to the lower input to stack them. And how fast is this? 20. So we need 6 of them. Okay, so what I will do is we're gonna get 6 of them. So we have to get the circles up to the top floor. So let's get... Okay, so you can do an area delete as well. The music is still a little louder than my voice. Okay, you know what then? That's perfectly okay. What I can do then is... How's this? Is that too soft? You need to get a shower and to get dinner ready. Enjoy your dinner. Have a good one. Thank you for being here, Emily. Oh wait, this is not good. I need to actually go too soft. Okay, we can never seem to get it right. I'll have to put it over. Okay, I'm gonna put it at 60%. If that doesn't work, we're gonna be okay. All right, so I have to then. What am I doing? Oh, wait. Why am I? Oh, I'm already on the wrong level. Whoops. Okay, let me try that again. All right, so I'm gonna do lift. Whoop. Okay. And then I need to go back down a level. Okay, there's also some bottoms here if I want to do that. Okay, and then we'll do something like that. And then we need to send in the shapes. There we go. And let's see if it works. So we have the little quarter shapes going in on the top. And oh wait, we don't need quarter shapes. Oh. Okay. I'll have to do it like this. Now the question is, of course, what happens if I deliver the wrong piece? Because this is not what they asked for. And yet I am still producing them, which might be a little problematic. We'll have to see what happens, right? I hope it still works out. Oops, I suppose. Let's see what's happening. So I throw them in and... Nothing? Okay, nothing happens. Okay, so it's fine. So, yeah, at some point we will start producing the right part instead. Do not worry. Right. And this lets me... Okay, this lets me hide the upper level. So my shapes here go into the void if I want to. Right, open job screen. Okay, we can get some jobs where we have to deliver the listed shapes to the vortex to get research credits and biotechnology. Okay, nice. Hey, welcome in, Josh. How's it going? Hope everything is well. Hope your Saturday has been great so far. Alright, so let's pin both of these. Deliver the listed shapes. Okay, so we have... Okay, I can actually click on them and have the game tell me what pieces I need. So, okay, so it seems like the bottom part is a... what's this, D-pad? It's like a PlayStation controller. On the left side, the little arrows, and then the top part is the circle that we already have. So this is the easy part. The difficult part is I have to source. Never mind, they're right here and right here. Okay, so we have all the pieces that we need to do. You got addicted to Warframe? Oh, okay. It's been a long time since I played Warframe. I played it back in... when did I play Warframe? I remember the first open world was roughly when I stopped. I don't know. I heard they added a second one, so you can see how far behind I am in the game. I hope you're having a good time with it. I remember it being... it was quite alright, aside from... it is very grindy. and I did end up putting in some of my hard-earned monerinos I did end up putting in a little bit of cash in the end, but enough for the amount that I actually played the game, so I don't really regret it at all. All right, so we have to make this shape is going to be on top, and then the squares are going to be on the bottom. So we will do something like this, and then we will do a little split. We're going to do it like this. I'm going to do a merge. Oops. And then I'm going to use a conveyor elevator to get the output to the other level like this, and then we should be okay. And then here I have to do something similar, except I have to mine out the what's this? What is this called? These little shapes, and we should be good. Oh, we got an achievement. We deliver 1,000 shapes. Nice. Okay, and so for this one, actually, this one does not need the square. That was not very smart of me. In fact, what this one needs is I'm gonna remove. So the nice thing about this game is that everything is free, right? So you can puzzle to your heart's content. There is nothing punishing me meaning that I get I don't have to pay resources for anything. I have unlimited buildings as much as I like. And so in this one, instead, what I need is I need the circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack circles on top of these. Yeah, instead of that. Okay. Here we need to go up a level to do that. And then we can go back down and deliver the right shape. And so the nice thing about this game is that it shows you at the end of the conveyor what you will get, right? So I can already see that my design is correct without having to test it, which is very nice. Okay, let's see. So we can collect research points. Then the game will tell us what the next thing is that we need to build. I also see that we need to... I will do that quickly. Is the game wants me to cut this shape in half for the next challenge. Okay, so what is in the shop? Let's see. Cutter separates the west and east half of any shape. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'll take that. And that gives me a new technology called the cutter. And so instead of destroying half of a shape, I can actually, let's see. So instead of destroying half of the shape, we can use both halves. Nice. The one consideration to have here, though, is that I need... Can I not do this? Yeah, I can. Actually, why am I doing it like this? That's not very smart. What I meant to do here is I need 2 conveyors because there's too many shapes that we're trying to... Ooh, no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. But yeah, is there a weapon or a specific kind of frame that you're trying to go for the moment? Out of interest. It's been a while. I'm not really sure what the newest frame or weapon that you're trying to gather is. What you're trying to gather at this moment. It's been way too long for me. Also here, interesting to see that because of the way I'm cutting the shapes, I am submitting both, shapes that are slightly different, as in they're mirrored, but they both count for the quota, which is very nice. And I will... let's have a look again. We also did this job, and then we need to do this one next. Also, the game is telling us that we need these... Okay, we need to get corners now. So here, I might just... Does this even work? Okay, so half of them do nothing and half of them get destroyed. That was not very smart of me. I think instead what I need to do is I need to give them all a little spin, and then we will get corners, right? Yeah, that looks alright, fine. I wonder if I can do a little copy-paste. Actually, I can. Look at that. I do wonder what's... Oh, okay, the speed is very slow because... I need to mine out more of these, so I'm gonna do just that. Oops. I wonder how much of this I need to do to get the actual certification, because I don't feel that I need to complete all of the jobs, right? That would be a little silly, I feel. Okay. So this one I need to... These ones I need to cut in half. And then what I will do is... I'm gonna copy this design. I know it's not as efficient as... I know we could do slightly better if I used even more colors, but that's gonna be a little tricky to make work. So instead I like doing it like this. And what I really like about this game is compared to game... Bleh, sorry. What I meant to say was... just like Modulus, I didn't want to compare it to Modulus because it has the same... orientation does not matter. I know that. I am very aware of this game. Thank you. And we are throwing quite a bunch of things in here already. Oh, here I need to stack again. Okay. Let's see how we can do that. I think we can do that with... If I copy all of this. Yeah. Let's see. I might have to reverse the belt. Yeah, you see the problem here. There's a slight problem over there. And then here we're fine. There we go. And then here we need to slice all of these in half. I think it's okay if we use one belt for this. It should be okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I keep swapping between the changing layers and the putting an anchor. I keep clicking the wrong button, and it's not very nice. Hey, welcome in, Jeb. How's it going? How's your Saturday treating you so far? Assuming it's still Saturday for you. I know that some of... I don't think you were in the SCA, but for those of you who are from there, it's probably going to be really early on Sunday morning. Or it could be even worse. You could be from New Zealand, and then it would be 9:30 in the morning for you. So you'll already be up to a good start to your day. Which is or a good start to your Sunday already, which would be very cool. Okay, so we've did a milestone again, which gives me blueprint technology, so I can not just copy. Okay, so copy pasting parts I could already do. You can mirror them too. Okay, very cool. It works in machine view and space view. I haven't unlocked space view just yet, so I need to figure out what that is again, and in a moment. Okay, so, and we also have some new... Oh, okay, I did all of the jobs. Let's see what this is. So for this one, we have to... we have to stack again. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is move this over here. And then I'm going to have to... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. But I will need this design another time. Because what I need to do here is bring this up to there. And then I need another set of these blue... I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Another set of these blue ones. And then these ones I need to drag along to... to here, actually. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, we did that. Then for the other one, I need to make... I need to make these, but I need to clip them, and I need to clip them in half again to make the quarters. So I'm gonna move them a little bit closer like that. And then we need to take this design, and I can kind of, but not really place it. So I'm going to have to see if that actually works. I'm not sure if I love how I did this, but it might just be good enough. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not really what I wanted, but it seems to work well enough for completing the mission at least. Okay, so we have these sorted, and then I need to move on to the next thing, which is I need to cut quarters like this, which is going to be maybe what I can do is, it's not very efficient, but if I get rid of all of this, I can use... Now, the problem is if I use a destroyer, then I destroy the wrong half of this, so I will have to go back to my snipping thing. So we do a little snip, then we can do a... you can use a destroyer, which destroys everything, so I don't really want that. If I use it like this, no, like this. Hey, welcome in, B. How's it going? Hope everything is well with you. I don't feel this is a very great way to go about it, but let me give you a quick shout out first. How is it going? How's your evening so far? Okay, there must be a better way of going about this, right? Also, let me just check. Oh no, so I have the same problem with this one as this one. Okay. And then this one is I have to cut this into little square things. So more or less it's steal this design. Oh no, I'm already feeling the spaghetti. It's starting. It's not good. This is copying and pasting things everywhere. Okay, so how can I best do this shape? Because I need to... No, we're gonna use these instead. So that doesn't do any... If I do that, I rotate once. And if I do this, I rotate once. I have to rotate again. No, this is awful. I would need something that rotates it the other way. That's my problem. And how does the cutting... What does the cutting tool do with this? Nothing, because I need to rotate first. If I cut it like this... it's not ideal. Okay, I think we're gonna end up with a design that has a lot of rotational problems, I feel. Actually, this just makes the same thing as that. Can I not get... If I wrote this again, what do I get? Oh, it destroys everything. Okay. Wait, am I... Is there something... Yeah, okay, I see my problem here. That I have to... Let's see, what does this do? So if I make... Yes, this is the shape I need. Okay, great. So that's sorted, but now I need to figure out... oh, I can copy paste this. Bam, bam, bam. And I think it will work okay. Let's see. Yeah, it looks fine enough. I don't love it, but it works. Right, let me give this one... acquire operator license. Okay, so I do need to complete all of these jobs, I see. Okay, so this is sorted. We don't need to deliver this anymore. Instead, what I need to do is I need to make these little quarters. So instead, what I'm going to do... Let's cut all of this away and then feed that into there. So that's going to start making little quarter pieces. I think... Did I just... Right, this makes quarters. This makes the these things. Okay. So what this means is that instead of that here, I need to copy this setup. like that. We should be good. This is something that I really like about this type of factory game, as opposed to the type like Factorio Satisfactory, which is what Factorio Satisfactory asks of you is a throughput most of the time. So they ask you, okay, how do I get enough going at a decent enough rate to get production for everything? And this game is more, this is more of a puzzle. It's more of a spatial puzzle, right? That there's only so much space you have on the platforms, and can you fit in everything that you want to do? And this game is fairly okay still, I feel. Modulus was much more stringent in the amount of space that you had access to. It was very much, yeah, that game was really rough with the amount of space that you had available to you. Okay, let's see. So I need to stack that a square. What I think I'll do is I'm going to recycle something like this. And then I have to take, instead of launching them into the portal, now I have to take these all the way up here and send them into there. And then after that, we will send everything into the portal. And yes, we will start producing that part. And then for this one, is there anything I can do with this? Let's see if I rotate things. What will that do? Unfortunately for this one, the problem here is what's going to happen is it's going to really depend on what exactly I have lined up to do here. So I can't really do that. But instead, what I would like to do is copy this design. So we will destroy this. And we will... Okay, there's an undo button. That's very good to know. I was a little afraid that I would have deleted over half my design and then have to restart. That would have been a little unfortunate. But I think we managed to do exactly not that. Okay, so we have done the final one here. And then we need to make the overhang. And missing a quarter. So overhang is... Okay, so I need to cut squares into halves. That should be okay. Let's see how can we achieve this. So we don't really need this anymore, right? Yeah, this is no longer needed, so we can get rid of that. Instead, what I can do is I can put a bunch of cutting machines to take care of me for things, and then I will shoot. I think this is about right, and we can do something like that. Okay, so we're going to send out half of these. We also need to send over a good amount of... what I also need to do is fix this belt because it's not working. Okay, so I also need to chop these blue ones in half. So what I'm actually going to do is copy this thing. There we go. Okay, what I can do just to make my life a little more complicated is build something like this. There we go. All right, let's see. So we have this. Then here, what we have is... Okay, so I need to get half a circle as well to go with it. And then add that to my half a square. So what I need to do for this is... I need to come up with a design that has cutters for... both of these sides. So I will actually do something like this. Okay, delete works as well. That's nice to know. Let me see if I can do this quickly before the ad break. So what I feel that I should do is... So we need 4 of these. And then we need 4 of those. And then so this is going to be like this. This is going to be like that. And then what I need to do is I need to match the... I have to match the... Hey, welcome in, Multi. How's it going? How are you today? Hope everything is well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, let's see. So if I do something like this, it should be okay. You good? Just took a nap? I'm glad to hear that. I hope you feel a lot better after your nap. Okay, let's see if I can do something like this. Now the question is, can I... To which one does this need to connect? I think it's these ones, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, okay, so this is already correct. Very good. So we can send those over to here, and then we can send these. Oh no, not like that. We can send. Okay, that was not what I intended to do. That's making my own life way too complicated. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided to do it like that. But we're gonna do it like this. Bam, bam. Yes and yes. Okay, perfect. Now the problem is these are not gonna cut anymore because I still have to deliver stacking things to these ones, and I have a problem because of the way I built like this. I only have 2 levels. So, oops, I guess I was not supposed to do it like that. But instead, what I think I will do is... I will do something like this. Best to not ask sometimes what I'm trying to achieve here. Especially something like this, which looks way too complicated for what it really is. And there is the other half. Okay, there we go. Oh, we could probably combine these. I don't think I need that much conveyors. Okay, there we go. And then we also have this shape. So we need to make one where there is a quarter. So we have the butterfly design. We have cutting a shape in half, and this one is I need to cut out only a quarter of the design, so I have to see how to achieve that. And then also there's this design, which is I need to combine okay, so I need to combine square with the butterflies and we have delivered 1,000 shapes. Okay, so we need to combine this design with this. Okay, so that should be doable, I feel. If I copy and paste this, how does that look? Not great, I feel. I'm not loving this. But if I now take all of these and I set them over there. And now I need to... we're gonna have to rotate these already, so... Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these, I think. Let's see, how many do we get out of this? Not that many, actually. Maybe I can merge these. Let's see. And then we'll take that. More like this, actually. And then we will put all of that in there. And yes, that will do it. So we have this shape then here, and then we have... yeah, we need to rotate these, and then we will stack them on top of the existing shape, and that will create this thing. Right, so we have this one, and then I have this shape, which is... We are already making this, but we need to rotate all of our... no, these are circles. What am I doing? I need to rotate all of my... Yeah, I'll definitely do that in a moment. No, don't worry. What if I rotate them all by just a little bit? That should be enough, right? Doesn't that create the shape that I want? Ooh, it actually... Oh, are they being... Oh, they're being stacked the wrong way. Oh, okay. How can I do that? Oh, I can do it like this. That's... Oh, is it mirrored? Is that my problem? Let me just get rid of this. Yeah, now the problem is that it's the... oh. No, not like this, please. Oh no, what did I do? That's better. What are we making now? Okay, about half the time we're making the right shape. I think that's a good time to take a little break, alright? And then we'll figure out how we can fix this just right after. So I will see you in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? So, we did still complete the objective despite half the shapes we are producing not being right, or at least not in the right shape, just because. Don't ask. We should be just fine. And I get another milestone, which is space platforms. So I can build beyond the vortex platform. Okay. Alright, let's see. So if we zoom out enough... Whoa, okay. Crazy. Alright, so we have to put asteroid miners on this. And then we connect 3 mining boosters. Maximum to get the output that we want. Oh. Except that's not a mining booster. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And then use space belts to connect platforms. They work like regular belts with support for anchors. And you also have lifts over multiple levels. And each space belt has 4 lanes per machine level. And every lane carries 4 conveyor belts worth of throughput. So you can merge up to 4 machine platforms into one space belt. Shapes stay in their lane. Input on the lower right comes out on the lower right. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to connect all of this back to the platform over here. Place machine platforms to get more machines. Your platform capacity determines how many of them you can place. Okay, and the tip is build them as big reusable modules, for example, dedicated rotator or stacking platform that you can make a blueprint from and use as you wish. Okay, so I'm gonna put one over here because I can, and let's have a look already. So our space belt is right there. It's nice and ready. There's just actually, why does this thing, it says it carries 4, but I only see 1, 2, 3 on there, so I'm not exactly sure where the 4th thing is. But you know what, we're gonna connect all of this to start with. There we go. So this one is gonna go up here, this one is gonna go up here, this one is gonna go up here, and this one is going to go up here. And actually this one is a pretty good candidate for blueprint, because a lot of these mining platforms we will build will look like this actually. So let me see. So there's a bunch of them going up here, and then oh wait, they're all going on number 1. Okay, I did not know that. So how do you get the other ones? Oh, no, I don't know. Wait, it's probably have to do with that you can also throw shapes into here, into the gray and the white parts, but I don't actually know how to do that just yet. But if I assume if we were to connect things over here, yes, okay, so if I connect them straight through like this, then they will get shot out of there, and they're gonna go onto here. And then that also means that over here I need to deliver them to the final part, which is, or I need to deliver them to the vortex. And the unfortunate problem with this is that I have a whole bunch of unnecessary nonsense, which I'm going to delete right away because I want to deliver actual good shapes here. So let's go and do that. Put some conveyors like that. There we go, and everything should be working right now. And well, this leaves us with one problem, which is I need to make these if I look at my jobs, I need to make this quarter shape design, and then I have to stack it. Okay, I have to stack. Okay, I see how it works. So there's this one but duplicated both ways. So I need to find out how can I do that. And I have the feeling that the secret is going to be that I have to, what is this actually? Catapult launcher over machines routine. Okay, so you can actually shoot shapes as well. And then here's the catching part. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that's how it worked. Okay, so what I would really like to do is get this thing out. Okay, so this destroys the western half. Okay, so where the X is gets destroyed. Okay, so if I rotate this, it will leave that part. Okay. And then if I rotate that again. Okay, so unfortunately, if I do it like this, then I'm gonna have to rotate them 2 times just to make it work. Yeah, this is more efficient. If I do this, I can stack them here. And then that will produce the right shape. Okay, perfect. So then what I need to do is we're going to do a little bit of copy pasting. And we will send these over to... There we go. Perfect. Now we've made this design once, which is very nice. But I bet that we can do it a second time using these ones. Okay, and then we send those over there, and look at that. That's really nice. And I think, yes, this will work eventually. Okay, so we've done that. Then our next objective is we have to stack all of these on top of those. So what I will do here is I'm gonna, for maximum capacity, I will do it like this. This is a design I will reuse a lot, so I need to figure out how I can best do that. Let me also get rid of all of this. I don't need this anymore. We also don't really need this anymore because I need to now figure out optimum stacking speed. So for stackers, it's okay. So I need 6 per conveyor. So I'm thinking the best way to go about this. Okay, so the... Alright, that does not work. My bad. Because I don't have space to put the other half of it. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. There we go. All right, I need to lift this one. Oh wait, I actually connected it wrong already. Whoops. And then these ones, I need to connect them like that. And then this we will quickly solve by using some raised. Let's see, that should do it, I think. Does it work? Yeah, looks about right. And we got the quarter one. And so then the last thing we need to do with the quarter ones is I need to stack them after rotating them. So what this means is that I need to rotate all of these. I need to rotate them 180. What's this shape? Okay, you have to do triple stack. Okay, we'll figure that out right after. Okay, we need to first do this part, and then here I need to stack 6 of them like this. We will merge these together. We will do this, and then I will run all of them like this, and we are ready. Look at that. Yeah, we still have some bit of messiness here, right? Like you see here, I have a whole design that's not really doing anything, but that's perfectly okay. We will figure that out after. And then here, what I need to do is I need to actually use the blue shapes, okay? And then stack. I need to stack everything on top of the blue shape. Okay, so what that means is that this setup is a little awkward because I need to. I'm trying to think what the best way to go about this is. I'll probably copy all of this somehow. And then we need to stack. The annoying part is I need to stack yellow on top of blue. Or no, I think the better way to go about this is I'm gonna stack this stuff so we're gonna send all of this over here instead. There. There we go, that's done, perfect. And then what we will do is we're going to get rid of all of this because we don't need it anymore. We're going to expand this part. And then we're going to finish it all in style by having 4 full belts of the last shape that we need to produce. Hopefully. Well, not hopefully. I'm pretty confident I can do it, but I'm gonna see how it goes. Oh, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Mostly because instead of having these go down, I actually need them to be the top shape. So I need them to be like this. There you go. That's much better. And then here I need to feed this into the bottom part like this. It's nice that the conveyor replacement in this game lets me do this quite easily, right? I know there are a couple other games that I've played in this genre where this would have been much more difficult if I didn't have access to some of these tools. But this is luckily not one of them, so I'm very happy to say that this game makes it very easy to do these very large-scale replacements. And what am I doing here? There you go. What's the problem here? Oh, the problem here is the conveyor lift is a little on the low side. There we go. And now we are making the final shape, which is the blue one on top of the yellow one. Sorry, a green on top of yellow on top of blue. And we are doing it all at full speed. I'm throwing all of those in there. And also our mismatched red shapes are still also going in there, even though they're not doing much anymore. But that's perfectly okay. I'm not too worried about that part. And that should give us the operator license, I think, to which we can play the actual game. So let's see what we unlocked. We have unlocked... oh, you actually made it this far? Well then, claim your operator license and get out there. Real factories are waiting and the vortex must grow. We have done it. We have the operator license. Let's go. And we are now forklift certified. I mean, regular certified. Okay, so... well done, operator. As a reward, we are upgrading your simulation into a real factory. Pick your preferred mode. Your machine's upgrades and credits will transfer. So we have regular and we have hard mode. Now, I think I'm perfectly happy with sticking to regular mode. And now I get a whole bunch of things. But what I think I will do is, instead of doing that, I think I will... I'm more tempted to start a new game because of the little bit of mess that we have been making here. And yeah, we'll go from there. So instead of continuing the tutorial, I'm gonna go quickly jump over into a new save game, which is a new regular game. And we will do it on the regular mode. So on difficulty, let's see. Copy paste cost 100%. Let's see, platform capacity. Okay, so relaxed mode is I can put as many space platforms as I want, and then normal mode is I am limited by it. And then also I can say, let's see, what's this? Copy paste cost blueprint credits. Oh, you can make it so you can't copy paste as much as you like. That sounds like a that doesn't sound like a very fun way to make the game harder, right? This makes it more tedious. So I will not be switching that on, and we will call this Jay's Amazing Stream Factory. And let's put the date in there just in time for Telv to redeem their drink. Welcome in, Telv. How's it going? Hope everything is good. All right, then. There we go. So, welcome, fresh operator. Congratulations again on earning your operator license. Not everyone makes it through the certification program, you know. Vortex needs you. The demand of shapes for shapes has never been higher, and we're running behind schedule. Your task is straightforward. Deliver the requested shapes to the Vortex as efficiently as possible. Prove yourself, and you unlock access to new technologies. This is a standard simulation, nothing too crazy. Build smart, scale up, and you will do just fine. Alright, so let's see where we can go from here. So, you bought nitrocharger capsules for your soda siphon. I'll need to find out that they are not compatible, and you need the 100... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What are nitrochargers? Oh, as in you have a soda stream, because I think that's the one I had. You have a soda stream that lets you put nitrogen into stuff. That's really cool. I didn't know that they could make that they made those. Okay, so I need half a red circle and I need a quarter of a blue square. So let's start with the asteroid miners here, and we will put some boosters. And let's see, these are squares, but they're not blue though. So I do wonder, is there anything I'm gonna have to do to make them blue, because these are gray. Let's see. But did I miss something? Because the shapes I started with in the other game, they were okay. It's like old school soda bottles that shoot at the water, but you can charge them instead of a capsule, instead of a bottle like the Soda Stream uses. Okay, that's cool. Or the things to make whipped cream canisters. What is? Oh, I don't remember what is in there. Like a whipped cream canister. I don't know what gas they put in there. I think isn't it carbon dioxide? They have to put something inert in there, right? Oh, nitrous oxide. Really? Okay, I did not know that. Oh, yeah. No, I did not know that. That's interesting. Okay, so it turns out the shapes, the lovely shapes that we start with around our platform are very much useless because they are, I don't think they are the right color, right? They are red. They're not gray. So I need to figure out where to get some of, let's also have a look at our jobs. Mushroom, gray with red, gray, nitrous for cold brew. Okay, there's all things I never really thought about. You can tell that I'm probably not very good with. I mean, not just not very good. This is, you can use it for cocktails that have egg. How does it work for that? I never really thought about that. Actually, why am I looking at all of this stuff that I have? Oh no, we can unlock wiring. Okay, I don't want to look at that just yet. It gives you proper foam. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Good to know that. Okay, so what do I have to work with? Right, let's have a look. Oh, actually, what's this? Okay, you can zoom up pretty far. That's cool. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we'll start with this one because it is very cocktail chemistry stuff. Yeah, I've never really thought about this. It all sounds very, it sounds very cool, but a little advanced for my liking. Unfortunately, while I have the whole bar theme, it's not like I am actually a bartender or extremely skilled at making cocktails. I just think it's a cool theme, and I do like to drink them, just not be very good at making them, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. So this one is sending over this thing, but what I would like to do, actually, you do know your stuff a little bit, I suppose, but thank you, I appreciate that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this over here, and now what I would like is I would like to make a platform that cuts things in half, because the game did tell us that the best thing to go about this kind of stuff is to make a platform that does the thing that you want. Okay, maybe I can make this look slightly nice. Is there a way to move? Or do I have to copy paste it like this? Oh, this already cuts it the right way that I want it to? Oh, okay, perfect. That's not what I wanted to do. This is a lot better, yes. So if I copy... I don't want to blueprint this, but I would like to know how... Is there a hotkey I'm missing? Let's see, camera controls, tool options, placement, mirror. There isn't. That's not the right mirror. Is there a different mirror that I'm missing? Mirror inverse. Let's see. If I copy paste. Yes! That's what I wanted. Okay, and then we will bring all of these back together. So many conveyors. Yeah, this game has... This game, you'll be putting a lot of things down. Also because everything is, well, we have unlimited stuff. We also need to make 1,000 shapes, so we can't really get along with just making some small design. We really need to make one that is cohesive enough. So I do wonder, yeah, there we go. Okay, save blueprint. Let's say, what is this one? What is the name of this component? Half Destroyer. Okay. So I'll call this one Half Destroyer West. And I can add there are folders? Okay, we'll have to figure that out. But I got an achievement for making a... I got an achievement for making a blueprint. Nice. So we can start using that blueprint later on if I need to. Why is... Right, so half of this is still old stuff stacked on it, as you can see. But you see after that, all of the new stuff will be the half circle that I do need. Okay. So this is already done, and you can see the world view is very nice as well, because you can see even on this grand scale, it still shows us this is what we are, this is the shape that we are producing. So it lets you still keep a very good overview of what is going on. And so here, what I want to do here is I want to use the shape that we have available here, which is this. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to try select this one and then also save this as 4 times minor. And we're going to slap that over there, because then it looks like this, right? And that's already really good. So now the question is also, what happens if I do this? What will it produce? It will actually, it just works. Okay. So that happens to cut out the exact right shape. So I can put a space belt up to here. And then I can, I can even copy paste. I think I can paste this and... Oh, except it doesn't do this part apparently. But yeah, look at that. We can build things really fast. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And some other games in this genre, they try to gate that away from you. They make it kind of difficult for you to really build the design of your dreams. And I'm very happy to say that this one is certainly not one of them, because what I can even do here is I can, if I really wanted to, I could copy one of these designs I already have, like these two, or I could copy both this and this, and then have twice the throughput. But I don't want to do that, because I want to take on a couple jobs to see what we can do. And so before I want to do that, I want to see what I have that will let me make that stuff. So the mushroom one seems pretty simple, because we have this, right? So we can already start with, we're going to copy all of this. I'm going to put that here maybe, then here. What is with these? Why do they have outdated blueprints? Resave to ensure compatibility. Oh, what is this? What did I make here? Are these blueprints from old? Yeah, they are. Wait, but I'm gonna get rid of these, because I made these in the early access version of this game, and I don't even know what they do anymore. Let's do a single machine for a folder. So I'm gonna put Half Destroyer West in there. Oh, bind to the in the blueprint library. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so I can drag them in like this. Oh no, blueprints of previous J. old J blueprints. Yeah, exactly. Maybe not the best. Oh, this is already the right shape too. Okay, so we're gonna bring that over to here. And then I will copy paste that in. Okay, so we need to deliver full circles this time. This fortunately is going to be very easy, because I can copy paste this. No, actually, do you not have the extensive redeems on purpose? I really need to look again at the redeems tab. That's the honest truth. It's not that I don't want to have expensive redeems. It's more that I haven't bothered making a lot of redeems. So you'll have to forgive me for that. But I will look at it again in the future, for sure. Let's see. So what does this make? Thank you for the hydrate as well. Appreciate it. So what I need here is I need a design that rotate that I need to make this twice, like I did here. Then I need to do a rotation and then make a design that stacks. Okay, so what I will do is I'm gonna make a rotator design and I'm gonna make a stacking design. So let's start with let's make a little rotator design. Okay, so this one is 60 per minute, so I need 2 rotators per belt. Yeah, that's fairly easy, I feel. So you can do something like that. And then I want to actually rotate them again. And then we need to I'll be also very honest. I didn't really look a lot of my redeems because I have a feeling that people rarely use them. So I don't know if it's because I didn't make them interesting enough or anything like that. I need to oops. Oh no, that wasn't very good. I need to think about it again, how I want to set them up. Okay, why is this not symmetrical? Because I'm okay. Yeah, that's actually a lot better. There we go. Oh, we actually did the first job. Okay, nice. And then we can try have a look at this one. I think this gray with red, we can also probably get away with that. I also need to see if I can do anything with my points. The answer is no. I would really like to unlock more equipment, like the cutter would be nice. Reverse rotators, 180 rotators. These are all things that would make my life a lot easier in the future, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So we have this thing now. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'm also going to blueprint this one. Let's do it with 180 rotator. I'm putting it in a single machine, right? So these are going to be the equivalent of building a design, you know, that does this simple thing of rotating a shape, but we're doing it on the space level, right? I'm using space platforms instead. And so this one, what I want to do is I want to make a stacker design. So here we need to think, because the difficulty about this is that stacking is 6 per. So what I think I want to do is I want to try make something like this. And now I need to decide. This might not have been the best way to actually do this. I'm trying to think if something a bit more diagonal would have been better. Yeah, this is already gonna become a little bit messy, I feel. No, this is horrible. I don't know why I decided to do it like that. All right, let me think about this one. There's gotta be a better way to go about this, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna set up the top part and the bottom part already. Not like this already. Right, so let's assume that we're bringing in. It doesn't really matter which side we're bringing things in from, but I need to pick a side. Okay. So let's see. It also doesn't help, of course, that I decided, you know, maybe it would have been easier if I... Yeah. No. Oh, my laundry. Oh, you have to take your laundry out. Okay. Please do not forget that. That would be very important. Yeah, to do that. To do such a thing. Oh, can I lurk a bit? Oh, good. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it a lot. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm thinking if I instead do something like this, I will make my own life a lot easier now. Let's see. Okay, so they were making the shape that I want to, well, shape produce. No, the best way to call it. And then here I will, well, one of them is going to have to use this one, so it might as well be this one. That seems like the easiest. And then this one, nope. There we go. There you go. Okay, so we have a stacking design, and I will blueprint this one and call it... I need to remember in which order it is in case I want to reuse it for the future. So this is a stack... This is a stack right onto left. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So we're making circles now. I guess we're doing circles now. Should be. Looks like it's working pretty well. Yeah, that's fine. We need. Then for the other designs we have. Well, we have this one, but unfortunately it suffers from the other half of my mushroom design is missing. So I need to have a look at that. So what I can probably do best or start with is something like this. And what does that produce? Right, so here we're doing quarter circles, and we cut off a part, and it looks like I'm gonna be destroying... we're making quarter circles. This is not good. So I need to rotate the circles first. So I need to see if I have a rotator design, so I can use that like that. And then we will have... No, this is not a rotator design. This is a color design. Did I not have a rotator design somewhere? I did. I have it here. Okay. So we're going to do a little rotate. And then... How does it look like? Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, and now the question is... I need to rotate that twice. So if I rotate all of those twice, it's going to be on the other side, right? No, oh no, oh wait, these are 180 rotators, yeah. So it's going to be like this, and then what I can do... You return with dry laundry. All right, great. Glad to hear that your laundry is dry. Okay, so this should do it, I feel. So if I have the right circles going out of here, and if I stack them correctly, then we should be able to make this little mushroom looking thing. So let me have a look at that. I also see I'm not producing the right square. That's going to be a little tricky, I feel. Is it, though? This game is how conveyor should handle. I definitely agree. This game's handling is excellent. I really enjoy how it makes things work. Okay, so what I would like to do here is I would like a design that rotates, but only once. Having to craft corner pieces. Hey, welcome in, Yugi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. So what I actually like is I would have designed that does something like this. There you go. How's it going? How are you today? So what is this? This is clockwise turn. So I'm gonna put that in there as well. Oof, I could. Yeah, I know. I can pick the icons, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. That's gonna be for later. So if I do this, then probably that should work pretty alright. So I have this one, and then we have to slap them together. But yeah, how's your day going, Yugi? How's everything? Yugi, not Yugi. I don't know if you play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's maybe a little much to assume just yet. Especially maybe you do. I don't know. But I think that mispronouncing your name is probably not a great idea to begin with, even if it lets me make funny jokes about card games on motorcycles. Needing to unlock splitters and merges is cringe. Yes. I do like that you don't need any of that in this game. And I do kind of agree that then with having to unlock them, mostly what this means is that you're playing a game like Satisfactory, where you have to research them. You don't have them from the start, and it is painful. Crafting corner pieces, that sounds really bad. I don't remember a lot of games where you need to specifically craft a difference between straight conveyor segments and the Potion Workshop game. Oh, really? Which one is that called? Is that called Alchemical Factory or... Actually, I'm a little curious now. I don't remember if I have... Is it called Alchemy Factory? Is that the one? Because I did play that one, and I don't remember having to craft corner pieces, but maybe I am mistaken. It's actually in a bundle with this game, which is with Shapez, which is pretty funny. Okay, let's see. So we have to deliver the mushroom. We're doing that. Oh, this is gray with red. That one has you unlock merge. Oh no, I don't. Ah, yeah, you're right. That's not great. Okay, so the next one for the mushroom, actually, we can do that. Because it means that we need to throw a circle on top, which is something that we have, and actually we built over the top of it, so we we should be able to get access to that right after we finish the mushroom production. I'm also doing half stuff. I need to also get full squares, actually. There's a mining game where every type on conveyors, curve slope. Oh no. Oh, that sounds painful. That does not sound pleasant at all. Okay, we actually have enough to unlock... I think... Do I want to unlock the cutting shape already? Or do I want the reverse rotator? Or this stacker is also nice because it's faster than the regular kind. Oh, actually... Yeah, so upgrades I definitely don't want, because most of these are things as in make everything just a little bit faster, or adding vortex inputs. That's not exactly something I want just yet. You know what? I'll get the reverse rotator. Probably might come in a little bit useful, a little earlier than the cutting machine, because I don't really see much use for the cutting machine just yet. Okay, so here what I need to do is we're gonna have to stop this because I need to mine out the circles, and I'm not sure why I'm doing it like that, because I can do this instead. And I would like my little merging machine, so it stacks the... No, that's wrong, because I need to stack this shape on top of... Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but I should have put this in a slightly different position. There we go. Not like this. There we go. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the idea behind this is we're going to do these mushrooms. Then we're going to stack circles on top of them. And that should be that design. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure that is the correct design for the second mushroom challenge thing. So we'll have to do that. Okay. What I also need to figure out is how do I make full squares with what? Okay, this one is going to be a pain. I don't even want to think about. This one would actually be okay if I had bought the what's it called? This one suffers from me not having bought the cutting machine, because I'm pretty sure with the cutting machine I could have done this one quite easily, but I can't. I'm gonna have to work with this setup that I have over here, and I think the best way to make a square is probably to take this whole thing and then put it down twice. And then merge it another time. Like that. But the thing is, I will need to rotate it somewhere. So I need to have a quick look at how I need to do that. Okay, yeah, this is working great. Excellent. And now I need to figure out where to go with this part. Let's see. And unfortunately, yes. Okay, so this needs we need a 180 spin in there somewhere. So I need to find. I have the library. Okay. Okay, so I have the designs. I just need to assign them to. Let's see what this does. That makes squares. Okay, nice. So we can use that. And then we need to, my design here is stack the right one onto the left one. That's perfect, actually. Because that means that I can use, no, not this, I need the space belt. And this should make this thing. So we're going to have a quick look at that, if that even works. And it turns out to be a little questionable for I'm not actually sure why I'm not really sure why the conveyors don't always seem to have the same capacity on them, even though I'm pretty sure my design should be okay. You see, this is maybe I made a little mistake somewhere. Maybe it's... No, they do seem to work perfectly fine. Okay, and then here we have... Yeah, this produces perfect squares. Okay, nice. And then we will send those to here. And then hopefully, once that works, we'll be good. Also, you see, the autosave is pretty aggressive, but it doesn't freeze the game, which is really impressive, because I know a lot of games, what they do is they will pause the game for a couple seconds and then do the autosave. But this one doesn't seem to need any of that. So good on you, developers. A very nice job. Makes it a very smooth experience as well. And yes, there we go. Okay, so we have now the design that I wanted to make, which is this one, the circle on top of the blue, red circle and blue square. And it seems like I've done it. And I actually did mushroom this one. And then we have to make the last one, which is I stack this thing on top of a square. And so this should not be a problem either, because I have the squares over they're over no, there's actually two of them. Okay, we can do it. Let me steal this design, and then you attach those, and then what I need to do is I need to get this thing then here, that I don't like so much actually. Okay, this is a problem. Oops. I need to put it a little further away, otherwise I can't do this. And so this is going to mine out gray squares, and then we will put them on the bottom, and on top we're going to stack our little mushroom design, and then we should be good for the last job there actually. And we can probably start looking at the next one, like maybe this one. And it seems that there's a lot of jobs in here, right? Out with a bang, I like that. This is Patrick. Okay, that's also very cool. And then milestones, let me just check. How far does it go? Completion. Okay, so once you get to the singularity, which gives you a 5 million infinite points, that's pretty good. And actually, I think today we'll be able to get fluids and painting with this milestone, because we'll be able to finish this design very well. I also had to look at the half circle thing. Yeah, so that would be mining this out, but then building it ever so slightly, or doing the cutting thing ever so slightly differently. So I need to think about which part of these which part gets erased. And I think what I need to do is I need to do a turn and then destroy. Let's see. Is that what I need? Yes, actually it is. That's perfectly fine. Okay. And then I need to space belt all of that over to... Actually, can I go over? Yes, it can. Look at that. Okay. Is it going to make it more difficult to understand what exactly I'm doing? Yes. Do I want to do it like this? Also, yes. And yeah, it's also kind of strange to think that we don't actually want to build too much machinery on this platform, because even though it is the biggest platform we have, because most of this will all be used for transporting things from the edges into the middle. So I don't really want to use too much of this area for building new shapes. We're going to be doing all of that on separate platforms. And also because my platform capacity, I am using half of it already, but it feels like it's fairly high, so it should be okay. And then here you see, we're making the shape. So the thing, what I do wonder is this mirrored or not compared to what I am trying to achieve over here. CUCR. It is actually not the same shape because it's mirrored. Okay, that's kind of bad actually. Maybe I should have rotated it a little bit more. Would that have helped? Let's see. So I need... Yeah, maybe that would have helped just a tiny bit more. If I had rotated it full circle, another clockwise turn, and then half destroy. That would probably do it, right? So we... Or am I then destroying the... We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It must be possible in some way. Okay, yeah, this one's also going pretty well. This one's going well, but it's a little on the slow side because I need a very large setup to produce this thing. And I wasn't very smart with using my space for this one, you see. I could have probably... There we go. We could have copy-pasted that to be a little more compact. In a sense. I could also move this over here if I really wanted to. It's not ideal, but... So this is going to be blue squares. And then I would like another design for these circles, but why did I make it like this? Right, the problem here is the boosters, right? But already the one thing I can do is move this here. There you go. That's already... Oop. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. So that's perfectly good. And then do we need these half squares? We don't, right? Okay. So cut this, break this off. There we go. And we're good. And then we have the final mushroom design. So that design we do no longer need, actually. And then here I'm still making the wrong thing. Okay. So how can I think the problem that I have with this is that I can't actually make this one, at least not with that. I need to use something else to make that design. So I'm gonna get rid of this for now, and instead I'm gonna see if I can do it with something similar to maybe I can do it with this one. Let's see what this produces, and let's also see if it cuts the right part of it, right? Also, this is okay. So this is the yes. Oh, this actually works. Okay, great. So I can send this to over here, and we should be good. Okay, perfect. And then hopefully at some point this will kick into gear, and here we go. So we're already making a couple of new things over there, which is very nice. And this is gonna make more regular squares. Okay. What I'm gonna see is for the why did this completely stop as well? Am I not making things anymore? I am, right? I'm making them right there. Did I somehow stop it by moving some belts? It's possible. It's very possible. A little unfortunate as well. Okay, so we do have the ads coming up in about a minute. I'm trying to think with what I have. I think I might. You know what? I think I'll just hit the snoozes a couple times. Because what I really need to do here, and that will be the last thing that we're going to do for today, is a little simple, which is I need to make this whole thing another time. And I'm trying to see if I have enough space and or belt capacity. Yeah, I think the problem now is that did I put this design too far apart, or you know what, this is not vision, but it does work, so we will do it like this. And I'm gonna bring it all the way around. Then I'm gonna steal what makes the circle. This is what makes the circles. Okay. So this is circle production. I think this will do it. And then I will bring it over to here. There. And then we don't really need this anymore, but I will keep it for now, just in case we can do anything else with it. And in terms of stacking, okay, yeah, I need that. I can actually do already that design, just to finish up for today. Also, I apologize for a little bit of the spam. That we'll be seeing a little bit more of that, just because I need to well, there we go, that's nice. And then this design I will be working on, so I need to stack right onto left. Something like this, and then there you go. So this is going to produce half circles. Actually, am I doing this the right way? Actually, I don't need to rotate it. I need to do it like this, right? Because I want to stack them the same way on top as on the bottom. So I'm not really sure if I needed to do it like that. No, this is much better actually. Let's see. So let's see what shape we are producing here. It is being exported. So it's okay. So it's the idea is solid, but the execution is completely wrong, because what I need to do is I need to stack. Oh, what did I do with this design? Oh, I could maybe do it. It is really cool that you can mirror the whole design. That's really cool. I think that it's really cool that you can do that, because otherwise it would make this game a lot more of a pain, really, than sometimes it. Well, I don't really want to say more of a pain than it already is, but yeah, some of these parts can be a little bit tedious. That's okay. And this seems to all work pretty well. Okay, except here the problem is this has the same problem as the other thing, which is I need to get the stacking thing, and I need to think about mirroring it. Yeah, there we go. So I want to stack the red circle onto the blue square. And it turns out that my design called stack right onto left is it's kind of a silly name, because I'll just say stacker. And then I need to remember if there's an icon for the stacking machine. I could probably have a look. It looks like, yeah, it looks like the free. It's this icon. Okay. Oh, you can actually put 4 icons. Okay, that's cool. So you can really distinguish your blueprints if you really wanted to. And also nice touch that you have the laser on the vortex, so you can always find it. That's always very nice if games do that. Oh, this actually shows me the job thing. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the design that I need to make. So I have one of those running over here. And then if I wanted to, I could probably make a couple more. And then for the milestone, we're actually producing 3 different lines for this, right? I have these 2 doing it from here and here. A little bit of a mix. Here's a little bit of a cross section over. But that should be perfectly cool. And then we actually have a 3rd one, which is going to be coming in from over here, down there. And this one is going to deliver the last bit of it. So I think for today we should be able to meet the last milestone, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it until we can. I wanted to say, yeah, that's going to be our ending point for today, is reaching the first milestone. I think that's not bad for playing for about 2 hours, I feel, and that includes doing the tutorial first. So that means that for this part of the design, this part of the I wanted to say that we restarted this factory from fresh after completing the tutorial, which took us about an hour as well. So really, this is everything that we managed to put together in about an hour, and I think it's pretty impressive already what we have. Also, these kinds of production rates, right, reaching 8,000 of something, if I had to do it in Factorio or Satisfactory, it would probably take a lot longer to produce that many units of something. Especially Satisfactory does not expect you to produce extremely high amounts of things. Feed the hole, exactly. That's what we're going to end up on today, is throwing everything into the vortex. It's not explained why we need all these shapes. It's also not explained how we produce the little platters that they come on. But I think that is a question for next time, because what we will manage to do is you get the drill by now. We get a mini drill pump, which lets us extract fluids, and we can paint shapes any colors I want, which gives us new jobs. It gives us a shop item, and then we can have a look at how all of this works. There's going to be there's a lot of blah blah, but essentially it comes down to we have now a new kind of platform. So we need to extract fluids, which is okay. So this is paint, right? Red paint, green paint, and blue paint, and so we can start working on that. It turns out, okay, we still need to produce 15,000 of this shape, which is, why is that? Because that's not a milestone anymore, is it? Is that a job? Is there a job that wants us to make this shape? I'm not seeing it. Or am I being obtuse? Oh, okay, there's an operator level. Okay. So it seems that if we infinitely supply these shapes, which look like they are, yes, okay, so if we keep supplying the milestone shapes, we can still increase our operator level. Okay, so there is actually incentive to keep producing the previous shapes we already have. That's good to know. But yes, I think that's going to be for next time. I think it's also nice that the game shows us for each level how what we will need to make at some point in the future. I don't really want to think about it too much because some of these shapes look very difficult to make, especially when we get to the end of the milestones. But by then we'll probably have a lot more fun tools. Like you see, I have 1,500 research credits that I haven't really used yet to produce anything. So we'll make that work. So we're going to put this back in the bar, and I'm going to see who we can raid out to. Oops, it seems like my music died. And probably the playlist ran out because I was using the shapes playlist. So there we go. There we go. Excellent. All right then. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you had a wonderful time together with me, and I hope to see you soon enough. So in terms of when I'll be back, I'll put up a schedule tomorrow. You can have a look if you like, and that's when you will be able to see what the plan is for next week. So I am leaving on a trip on Friday, so I can't stream on Friday. That means I only have 4 days really to work with, and 2 of them have the language courses on them. So it's very possible that you will only see me once. I will maybe try and stream on one of the days just after the language course. I can try and fire up things and then stay a little late because of I'm trying to think. If I can pick a day where I have a remote the next day, it should be okay, because then I will have a little bit of extra leeway with staying up. That doesn't mean that I am destroyed the next day, because I have to drive into the office, which is very nice actually. Alright, so I'm having a look at who we can raid. We do have... do we have anyone playing this? And the answer is no. It turns out I'm always the only one who's playing factory games, but I do have someone who's playing the precursor to factory games, so I think we're gonna go raid them out to them. So I'm gonna raid Assembly, who is playing Technoplot is Free, a Minecraft mod pack with a lot of automation. I've had a look at what he's doing. I've recognized some mods, like some of the technical mods that were the inspiration for Factorio, which I think is very cool. And I think that will be a good stopping point here and a new starting point over there. On the Assembly side, so you can continue the automation shenanigans. We're gonna go for a very simple message, a very shapely raid. If you don't have access to my emotes, let me... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Whoops. If you don't have access to my emotes, you have this one with some nice and colorful shapes for you to work with. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. I hope to see you back next week for some more fun activities. That's the best way I can put it. We'll continue Last Train to Clawville next week for sure. We might look again at Modulus. We might look at some other games. But we'll put that on the schedule, all right? Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. This was Jay the Gilded Cage, and I wish you all a very pleasant time zone.